Alright, the audio may not be that good. We'll try to speak up a little bit. But what we have, we're working on a 69 Corvette. And we're using the original wiper. So the original wiper motor was garbage. Like the connector was broke, the resistor inside, the stop switch mechanism was a run-on. We checked the wires. We put the new one in, exactly how it came out. You have your flat connector here. I'm not sure which one, so you can double check. One's a constant hot and one is a constant ground, and that's going to be your 3 wires coming out here. The white wire is going to be your constant ground. The red wire is going to be your constant hot, and then you have a black wire coming out that switches to brown outside of here. Now you're going to leave this guy alone. It's really just a signal wire that whenever the wiper motor switches on, it sends out a signal to the vacuum pumps or going into the tachometer, into the dashboard. So after your 3, the whole reason I'm doing this video is in a credit to there's a guy named Willcox Corvette from a video from 16 years ago. Thank God I was able to find it, because all my old wiring diagrams and everything, it's a constant hot situation which ground controls everything. Your ground switches control your speeds and your stop switch and all of that. Now, I showed you the 3 coming off the motor and then the housing. And then you have a 3 flat wire connector. You have a blue on top, yellow in the middle, and then green, which this is brown. I know, I don't have a green wire right here. I didn't plan on making this video except for just for the customer update, because we've been hanging on to this damn thing for way too long, and I'm so used to working on all these other cars. We build resto mods here, and then when we go back to these dinosaur motors, I'm like, oh, how did this work? And so I'll have no problem saying that I felt like an absolute idiot not being able to figure it out without some resources. So I'm making this video, and it's basically a duplicate of the Willcox in case somebody's doing a search and they can't find this guy, which it's the willcox.com or whatever that video is. And I'm not a YouTube guy, so I really can't put a link up. You just have to search it. So it's basically exactly what I learned from him, and it caused me to figure out what's wrong with my brand new motor, and it makes me feel better that my stop switch is intermittently failing, and I'll demonstrate it right here. So right now I already have it. I have my yellow wire is your switch power. Remember, the white wire coming out is your ground, your red wire is your constant hot, and then your output signal, your brown wire, be careful because just don't let it touch anything while you're doing your test. And then your yellow wire, which is the middle wire on your flat pin connector, is your switch power. So I have switch power. Now, when you want, your green wire should get ground when you turn on the switch. Okay, so now my green wire is grounded. And then when you want low speed, you have green, your green and your blue are grounded. Nothing. Now I'm going to hold my fingers on these, which is in the low switch. So right now my switch inside the car is on, and I'm going crazy trying to figure out what did we do wrong, because we're replacing the hideaway vacuum motor with an electric actuator, and running through all the switches, all of that's working fine. Then we put a new motor on it, and it worked, and then it didn't. So we're trying to figure that out. So right now what I did is I come in here and I hit the stop switch, and now here we go. Now if I want to go high speed, I'll disconnect the green wire, which is the brown wire right now. I'll disconnect that. Now I got high speed. Now if I want to go to the stop switch, well, I'm going to bring the wipers down and be done. I go back to low, which is giving ground to the blue wire and the brown wire. Green, sorry. If I want to shut it off and park the windshield wipers, I'm going to let go of the blue wire and leave the green connected. Now we throw out the green. Now my switch is turned off. If I want to go back to low, I'll switch it to low. nothing. Again, earlier it would come on intermittent. So that's the case. On this particular one, we're going to have to get in here and figure out if we want to fix this, fix that switch. Maybe I can clean some grease out of it. I've seen that before. I'm going to fool with it just a little bit to see if I can't get it reliable, or I'm going to warranty the whole assembly. So here we go again. High speed, which is turning the ground off of the green, and then low speed, and then ground off of blue for park. So my green and my blue, there we go. I lost my train of thought for a second because I was looking at it. Here we go again. We're gonna try to energize both and get it. So there it is. It started working. But look, my stop switch is not working. It's stuck in the. My limit switch is my park switch. I mean, is stuck in the. That constant click shouldn't happen. So let's go high. Disconnect that. Now we stop. So it does look like I have clumps of grease or too much grease in here. Maybe I'm gonna try to clean that out and see if I can't fix this. There, see, not again. So let me see if I can bump it. See, my limit switch is sticking. Well, there you go. That's my problem. My park switch is messed up on me, and it caused me to make this video. I hope this helps somebody out there.